All right, let's move on to the next topic, future studies. How did COVID change your plans for your future studies, if it did? Rodrigo, you're going to university, right? Did COVID change your plans in any way? You were studying sciences, right? Did you always wanted to go into international relations?
No, no. In fact, I went to the science course, so I was like into medicine or something like that. And now I've changed kind of radically. But yes, I'm going into international relationships, and no, COVID didn't play a part in my decision. I've wanted this for a year now, and I still want it, and I'm very motivated, and COVID hasn't shaken down any of my hopes.
That's good.
Maybe can I just jump in here? And then I want you to think beyond just thinking about COVID, but also, just looking at what's happening in the world today, right? So what, is the jobs that you maybe have thought of in the past still relevant? Is university relevant? Do we gosh, I mean, look at the climate impact of climate change, the jobs that are coming now that didn't exist 5 years ago, and maybe in 10 years the world would look completely different. So has that also influenced your mind? Sorry for jumping in, Francesca. I just wanted to say, don't just only focus on COVID, but it's interesting to me, Rodrigo, that you've changed your mind. What changed your mind? And, why did you change from medicine to international affairs? So if you could maybe, I'm going to switch off again, but I just thought it's let's look a little bit beyond COVID as well.
The answer is really simple. I grew up. It's just that I grew up and I got other interests, and that's it. There's no particular reason. That's just it.
Does anyone have anything they would like to share about their studies?
I think in terms of my studies and stuff, my study choices have definitely changed a lot due to the fact that my passion has also changed during COVID, because now I had the time to freely sit down and ponder and research about each study fields and what they actually are in depth, instead of just seeing the surface of it. So I definitely got to know more about study fields and stuff, and what I actually am passionate about and want to further pursue in the future.
Rasheeqa, how about you? What do you want to study?
Plans did not actually change that much because of COVID. My plans are still the same. In fact, they actually became more clearer. I really wanted to be a doctor, but I didn't know why. But after COVID, I thought about it and realized why I wanted to be a doctor. And yeah, it made me know what my passion was.
That's great to hear. Does anyone else want to say anything about Mariam?
The relevant parts. It depends on what you really want to do with your life. If you want to go to university, that's fine. If you don't really want to continue your study, that is also fine, but you have to have a backup plan. Like, you want to be independent. You don't really want to be trapped, like your parents give you an allowance every month. Okay. You want to explore that. You want to have more, to be independent, to have your own household, to basically have control over your life. And I feel like if you're not going to university, that should be stable, to have a backup plan. And Corona didn't really affect my decision where I want to go to university. It did give me a few more options. I wanted to go to engineering, but I felt like that's not what I want. So I continued my path to study medicine. And my entrance exam for the university kind of made me feel happy. And when I was studying for it, I learned more about different diseases and what people were going through with these diseases. And I felt like I wanted to be a part of that. So Corona didn't really affect it.
Would anyone else like to say anything? Megan, what would you like to do in the future?
Well, I definitely think with not just COVID, but COVID did help with how much spare time I had to really think about what I wanted to do in the future. Oh, sorry, that's my brother. Yeah, I already knew I was good at English. That was like one thing that I really loved, but I also wanted to travel. So I kind of thought more about it. And my mom, when she was younger, she like taught English as a foreign language to people. And then that means I could travel, but also do something with it. English, so it just that's kind of what I wanted to do, was English or travel, so that kind of gave me a better option. So yeah.
That's really cool. I'm excited for you.